Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Bella. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark, and I went to the bins again. That is a common theme lately. I really have been enjoying the bins and the Goodwill bins. If you've never heard of it, this is an outlet store by Goodwill that all the items that have not sold in their retail store and are moved to the Goodwill bins. They put them in these big blue bins. They wheel them out every half hour, at least at the bins I go to. They change it out, and it costs around $1.79 a pound if you go over, I believe, 25 pounds. So I did that this time. This is 39 pounds of goodness here. This was actually one of my larger hauls typically, and it cost me around $75. There is tax in Ohio. That is where I went to the bins. And so it was around like $69. And then with the tax, it was around $75. So really good haul here. I spent about 4 hours, which is typically more than I do. I'm typically only there about 3 hours. I have to head back to pick up my kids before school's out. On a typical day that I go to the bins, I drop my kids off. I do the hour and about 15-minute drive. And then I spend about 3 hours in there, and I head back home, and sometimes I pick them up Raising Cane because we don't have that in my area, and they love Raising Cane. I don't know. Let me know. Although I've heard Dave's Hot Chicken, I believe it's called, is like super great. Let me know if you've tried that. That might be next on the try it list. So without further ado, I've got shoes, I've got coats, I've got it all. There may be a few items missing. In fact, I know there is some I am stain treating right now that I noticed when I was going to photograph them. So this just, 35 pounds pretty much. I did majority of the items are going to be listed in my eBay and Poshmark store. I did pick up a couple of things for my family, which is typical. Like I got 3 pairs of shorts for my husband. I got a Nike shirt for my son. Right off the bat, those are all I can think about that I picked up for my family this time. But either way, let's get into it. We'll start with the shoes, and a sad shoe issue right off the bat. I'll just show them to you. I noticed them. I was getting this ready and I was going to photograph these, and I love picking up this style Crocs, but as I was getting ready to list them, I noticed that. So I'm going to call this a loss. Typically, I try to go over everything, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. I miss this somehow. I could glue it, but I don't really want to mess around with it because then I don't know. So I'm going to donate these, and maybe somebody else will rehab them and use them. I don't really want to throw them out because I do think that somebody could fix these. I just personally like reselling them. I don't feel comfortable reselling them. I think that, somebody would wear them maybe and they would not be happy if they fell apart within the first time. But I love picking up Crocs at the bins. I did, at the bins I go to don't always have rotations of the shoes. The shoes are like the last thing they rotate because they go in it, and I guess there's a pattern, and they go every half hour, they go to all the bins. The area where the shoes are kind of in a little separate area. And so if I don't stay till typically like around 1 o'clock, I don't get a rotation of shoes. But the last 2 times I did, I really like that. So I kind of know that is like, this is the last time, this is my time to go. But I did score some Crocs. These are really cute, little fuzzy sandal Crocs. And I'm not picking up every Croc, but I am picking up sandals, those almost like Mary Jane flats. I love to pick those up. Those are typically really quick sellers. That's why I'm so sad about those shoes. Okay. I did grab, these ones don't seem like they're going to sell for as well. I did grab these Crocs white sandals. I don't know if it's just the white that doesn't sell that well, but yeah, hopefully at least 15 for those. And Crocs, you guys know, they weigh like next to nothing. They're like a pound. I did grab these Brooks. They have no insole. I did just list these. I just disclosed that. I wasn't sure if I should get the Brooks without the insoles, but after I comped them, I would say there's probably some shoes maybe that you wouldn't want to pick up because of that, but Brooks are definitely not one of them. I think if Brooks are like running shoes, athletic shoes, so I think people buying them are typically changing out the insoles anyways because they get a lot of use. Okay, Measure Knit. So this was a throwback. I saw a lady throw this back. It's 100% wool. I already did a little bit of rehab on it, you know, like stain rehab. I love to use the Dawn Power Wash now. And I was able to get the stain out because this is 100% wool. I can't put this in my washing machine. And it is a vintage sweater, really cute. And I just put a little bit of the Dawn dish soap and I let it set for about an hour. I just checked it right before I hopped on here and it worked. So vintage sweaters right now, hot, hot, hot. And this is like 2 pounds. So this is, you know, let me show you the label just to make sure you can see it. This is the time of year people want these vintage sweaters. I personally don't wear wool. I don't know if I own any wool. I was always like, my dad would wear like wool sweaters and he was always like, and I was like, this doesn't make me want to wear wool. It looks scratchy and itchy. So this is genuine merchandise. So these are the Indians. There you go. And I did the same thing to this one. There was a little spot. I see it maybe a little. I might just want it through the wash. But I don't pick up a lot of sports stuff. This appealed to me. It was a full zip. And I did comp it at the bins. I think like 20, 25 for that. Also, I have not been picking up a lot of bras, but this one is a bralette. This is Victoria's Secret. I did grab this. Bras are a great thing to get at the bins because they weigh next to nothing and you can get them for a good price. Bras are too expensive in my opinion, full price, brand new. So I liked it because it was a bralette too. And it was a good size. I think this is a large and I just measured it and I'll get it listed. So hopefully at least 15 for that. This was a new to me brand recently. I found this brand at a church sale and I grabbed it. I liked the comps of the shirts. They were like $20 to $25. And I found a brand new Cosmo. It's a brand new top. And I like, this is that like liquid knit that I've talked about before. Like Susan Graver has a lot of liquid knit. So I'm hoping 25 to 30 on this one because it's new with tags. It's a great color. Okay, I really like this. This is Tommy Bahama. I don't pick up everything Tommy Bahama, but this I just thought was so cute. Perfect, like a bathing suit cover-up tunic. And that's what I put in the listing. So 15 to 20, I hope on that. And that's what I love about the bins. You know, you sell 3 to 4 items from the bins. Typically, you can be in profit very quickly. So I took the opportunity, I mentioned it recently, when I went to the bins last time, I really wanted to get more into getting some jeans into my store. I typically as a reseller have been for probably the last year staying clear for the most part of jeans. You know, I do pick up jeans, but not to the extent I used to. But just coming into the colder months, I wanted to grab some jeans at the bins because that's going to be the best price. So these are original bootcut men's jeans. These are size 36, 32. And I have good luck with men's American Eagle jeans selling fairly quickly and in the right size. I mean, I think the bigger the better. Like when I first started, I was picking up like 29s. Those never sold for me in men's, but I'm hopeful on that, at least 20 bucks. And you know, jeans are gonna cost a little more at the bins. Like jeans are typically like, what, maybe 2 pounds. So at $1.79, you know, my math is, you know, it's cheaper though than you're going to spend at say Salvation Army or regular Goodwill. I grabbed this Peter Millar. There was a lot of Peter Millar this day, but they were At these bins, because it's in a bigger area, it's in the Cleveland area, they have a lot of items are, you know, printed with logos for companies. And then they, you know, maybe they quit the job or they leave the job or they just have too many and they donate them. There was a lot of polo shirts in Peter Millar that had a brand on them. Now, let me know how you guys feel. Do you pick up certain brands that are logoed for certain companies? I did leave a lot of those behind just because I did not want to be holding on to them too long. I picked this up because it had an Italy. I thought it was cute, an Italy flag, Peter Millar. And so it wasn't, I didn't see any other like business logo on it. And it was kind of like mixed in with the business ones. So I was like, oh boy, I just think this is really cute. I did not find another one listed on eBay. Peter Millar is a good brand. Typically, the bigger the better. I have not sold logo stuff by Peter Millar. Most recently, I had a quarter zip that sold super fast that I found local. I don't find that local to me very often, so I get excited when I find Peter Millar and it's a good size. So Talbot's dress. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love the colors on this. It's definitely fall vibes, spring vibes, all the vibes. That was, I don't think I got a lot of Talbots this time. This is just a basic LL Bean top. You'd be surprised. I was like, a basic LL Bean, this hopefully will sell between $20 and $25. Really? Like it's, I don't know. Oh, I hope. You know, my goal with a lot of like shirts and basic stuff is, you know, I like to be able to profit between $10 and $15 with like just basic shirts. You know, I kind of consider this basic. So that's what I'm looking for. I heard me say recently, I'm not picking up, I'm trying to hold off on Torrid. I did so good with Torrid. I got maybe like 10 Torrid items the time either before, 2 times ago when I was at the bin. Not many new with tags, but this retails for $38.90 by Torrid. I loved the colors on this. It would help if I really cute baby doll type top. And I might hang on to it till spring or maybe not. I just love, it's hard for me to say no to bright pink. I don't know. Pink's probably my favorite color, that's why. I was really excited to find this. Duluth Trading Company. I love to pick up Duluth. This is a Sherpa lined vest, full zip, and the colors right now, this is the colors, the buffalo plaid. I'm thinking family pictures. I'm hoping 25 to 30 on that. I almost kept it. I know you guys were shocked. I almost kept it. I did list it. Had I not listed it yet, maybe I would have kept it. I don't know. You know, maybe if it doesn't sell in like a week or two, I'll take it down and keep it because I like it. Is this the brand? Yes. Okay. So this was a new to me brand. This is Dudley Stevens. Never heard of it before. Comps are great. If you find this brand, it has like, where is the symbol? Like a little pineapple on the side. So these, I think this was like 25 to 30 pre-owned. Just a fleece pullover, you know, cowl neck. But I had never heard of it. And brand new, it's pretty high up there, I think $80, $90. I'm like, okay, sign me up. Nick and Zoe, that is this top. This is not any special material, but Nick and Zoe, I really like picking up. I like getting them in cardigans and things like that. The cardigans for me sell pretty quickly, but there was a lot of summer stuff this day. And so I kind of ended up with some summery stuff, like more summery stuff I feel like than I would have usually got, but I just thought this was cute. And it was a good size. And I do, like I said, Nick and Zoe, I like that brand. I believe it is sold at Anthropologie. I'm not 100% sure on that. We're back to the jeans. I got some cut from the cloth, size 8. These are Nadia, I think. Nadia flare, high rise, loving the flare, not picking up. I'm trying not to pick up skinny anything right now because flare's back in style and skinny doesn't seem to be selling for me. So I don't, cut from the cloth I looked it up. Their jeans are really expensive. I think I got another pair in here. Oh, yeah. I might even have 3 pairs of cut from the cloth. These are also cut from the cloth. These are Meg Fab AB wide leg. I like to get wide leg. I like the distressed, you know, hem at the bottom there. Or what is it? Unfinished. So these are cute. So wide leg. I like to get flare. These ones don't feel that heavy. Okay, I did grab, I like Eddie Bauer. I grabbed this, although too, I noticed that Eddie Bauer is now, has a line or is selling some of their stuff at Sam's Club. Let me know if you guys have seen that as well. This one might actually be sold at Sam's Club. The excellent condition, doesn't even look to be worn. There is no tag on it. Now I definitely just put pre-owned, but I do have good luck with swimsuits. Most of the time, Miracle suits, I like to pick those up. I like to pick up Land's End suits because, you know, and Eddie Bauer is a well-known brand like Land's End as well. So I love picking up like plus size Land's End's swimwear. These are just cute. Okay, so like I said, I did get some summery stuff. There was like the last rotation of bins, there was a huge amount of shorts, like jean shorts. It was like they had went through them, which I hear that they do now. They go through them and pick things out to put on their eBay site that Goodwill has. And then also they have their own Goodwill, shopgoodwill.com, I think it is. So there was just piles of shorts and I could not pass these up. They may sit a while. These are highest rise 90s boyfriend shorts, size 14. I grabbed them because they're a good size. I mean, look at that. That definitely says 90s mom shorts. These aren't mom shorts, but these look like them. And I loved the detailing, the bandana look. So I may hang on to those, but I like the fact, I got them because they were plus size and they're unique. And 90s anything right now is very popular. I am picking up pretty much a good amount of Old Navy dresses I can find at the bins. Lightweight. This is an Old Navy cami dress. I love the coloring on this. And typically when I'm listing Old Navy dresses, I'm getting a lot of looks at them. The dresses are what I'm going to suggest. I follow Kaylee Elaine, and she's mentioned it a lot that Old Navy dresses do really well for her. And so when I'm at the bins, I do try to look for the Old Navy dresses. And I've been noticing they sell pretty much all year round. So I've been having good luck with them. So I will keep picking them up. I will let you know how they sell overall. I don't know. They'll probably slow down in the winter, but I just got a good amount of them listed. This is American Eagle Classic Fit Shacket. I love picking up well, it's thick, so it's not just a shirt. So I called it's a flannel shirt shacket. You definitely could wear this, you know, on a, 50-degree day. And they said this is men's, but I would wear this. So I love filling my store with those types of items this time of year. Some brands don't sell as well, like Lucky brand. I've had a shacket or two from them for months, maybe even a year, and it's not selling. I don't know, maybe it needs relisted. This was an exciting find right before I left the bins as well. This is Free People. I looked this up. It was like, was it called Yesterday's Smile? I could be wrong. I already got this listed too. Just really nice pockets. I am hoping to sell this for $35 to $40. There are a few listed on eBay, and sometimes what I do, highly recommend you guys going in to, if eBay can't find an item for you, use Google Lens. Google Lens told me exactly what brand this was, exactly what style this was, and color this was. So highly recommend. And then I just type that in to eBay and see the comps and see what's sold, rather than mess around with eBay telling me it's this brand or that brand. I mean, it's pretty good overall on eBay. It's better on Google Lens. So I love picking up plus size tops at the bins, even if I don't really know much about them. This is called Unique Spectrum. I just thought this was cute style. I love the bohemian look to it. So grab that. It's super light, under $1, I'm sure. This was a new to me brand. I grabbed, the comps look pretty good. It's like an SPF 50. The brand is called Lowy. I'll show you. Hopefully you can see that. I'd never heard of this brand. I'm like, oh, this is cute athletic wear. And it had a good feel to it. And, you know, it said the SPF 50. I'm like, I'm going to look this up because I've never heard of it. So grabbed that. That's what I love about the bins. You can try out new brands and learn about stuff that you know, maybe in your area you don't have. This was cute. I really like Woolrich corduroy jacket, solid black. Really like that. Perfect time of year. Glad to find it this time of year. And I grab, you know, it's hit or miss. Like I have Avia, am I saying that right? I think this is Walmart. And I have like a bra listed, brand new with tags, that has a lot of watchers, but not any buyers. So it might need a price adjustment, but at the bins, I love to get new with tag, and I have been getting Walmart stuff. Is this Walmart? Yeah, it's Walmart. So yeah, just new with tags. People are looking for good deals on stuff like that. I will not pick up this brand anymore at a regular thrift store unless it was on clearance or something really, really cheap. But new with tags, I love to keep. When I can find new with tag items, I like to keep, you know, items in my store that are new with tags. All in Motion, this is Target. It's so funny. Those shorts are $13 new with tags. And then let's go to Target. These are originally $25. So these are some high-rise shorts. I think these size large, new with tags. I think I already got those listed too. But again, I would not have picked those up if they weren't new with tags. Lauren Ralph Lauren jeans, women's. These are size 16W. That's why I picked them up. I was trying to focus more on when I was getting jeans on more plus size jeans, because I have been having good luck with plus size jeans in the past like couple weeks, where jeans typically sit for me. And that's why I was like, oh, maybe we're moving into fall and I think I should get some more jeans going in my store. I sold maybe 3 or 4 pairs of plus size jeans in the last 2 weeks, which is a lot for me because I don't typically sell a lot of jeans. But I wasn't picking them up as much. So maybe we'll see how it goes. Crystal Kobe. This, I think, is a vintage brand, as well as they still make this brand now. This is from Kohl's. It's just a basic crew neck sweater. It's a size 1X. There is not a stain on this, is there? I see something on the camera. But I don't see it on there. I'll have to look it over. I don't think there isn't a stain. I don't know what that was, a glare. So yeah, new with tags, love that. Would I have picked it up if it wasn't new with tags? Probably not. Okay, this is One State. I have a dress by them as well listed, and it has some watchers. I think is One State, I want to say Anthropologie, maybe. But I just thought this was really cute. And I got it because it was new with tags, and it's got like a little cami under it. So, and you know, the bins it's nice because you really do find, I always come out with at least 5 to 10 items that are new with tags from the bins. So that is great. I love finding new with tags. Lauren Ralph Lauren Jean Company. These are capris, size 14. So with Lauren Ralph Lauren jeans, I am only picking up plus size. Like, I'm not even considering anything else. I'm excited to show you guys. Oh, here they are. This is exciting. So I sold this is a really expensive brand, Ever Eve. These are the Ever trousers, size 30, high-rise fit. I was like, yes. I was excited to find these. I've never found the jeans. I've had tops of theirs. Actually found them at a yard sale this summer, so I'm excited to sell these. I already got these listed, and you know, they're also like a wider leg, so, and that's what's in right now, so those are cute. I wish I would have found more. Sometimes I get excited when you find like one pair of something in a brand. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna find another pair. I gotta look, where are they at? I grabbed these men's Lucky Brand 181 Relax jeans. I don't always have good luck with Lucky Brand. Like I've said, it's really gone down. I love Lucky Brand. I love the bohemian look and all their stuff, but I don't know. It just has not been selling well, but I wanted to grab these jeans, good size. 38.30. So we'll see. It's my jeans experiment here. Everybody's been talking about jeans selling, so I wanted to get in on the party of the jeans selling. REI Co-op large, these are men's. I thought these were women's, like running shorts. Here's I don't ever find REI like in my area. I don't know that I've ever found it before. So those, all right, we're down to 3 items. I grabbed this Athleta top. I've slowed down on Athleta a lot actually, but I wanted to try this because it was a nice dress top and it was super light, under a pound. It's probably like 8 ounces. It's a smaller size, but I said, hey, I'm gonna give it a whirl. Adriano Goldsmeed, the Haley ex-boyfriend roll-up shorts. I'm like, oh, this is definitely a good brand. Cute shorts, and then like that's their tag on the back. I said there was a lot of shorts, so I passed up a lot of shorts. I think they just went through, like, you know, the weather was changing, it's October, and I think they finally were like going through all the shorts and like, oh, we're putting these in the bins now. And then last but not least, I grabbed this little cute crossbody, this is American Eagle bag. American Eagle bags always get a lot of interest. So I have a few of them in my store. They don't sell always super quickly, but I wanted to, this is like 5 ounces maybe. So I showed it to my daughter this morning, but she just got a crossbody Lululemon bag. So she was like, I like my Lulu, I'm gonna stick with that, but this is cute. And it has like a little, I don't know what is that for sanitizer or headphones or I don't know, but it's ready to touch. I thought that was cute. All right, friends, that's everything from my most recent bins haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got to get all this stuff listed and start selling it so I can go back to the bins again. So if you like videos like this, I put about 2 to 5 videos out per week, all about what's selling on eBay and Poshmark for me when I do these Goodwill bins runs and show you what I'm getting at church sales, estate sales, yard sales, when they are in season in my area. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would love to have you here more often hanging out with me, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.